Welcome to Enlightening Asia. I'm Lai Ping.
Hi, and I'm Stella.
We have here Master Taniah, and our topic today is on energetic work.
Yes.
A little bit on Master Taniah, why we're interviewing her, on why we are interviewing her. Okay, Master Taniah is used to be a food technologist,
Qualified one.
one for many years. And we're here because of the miracles that you've encountered through energetic work, personally as well as your clients, right?
All my patients, yes.
All your patients, yes, that's right. And also you have various healing techniques that you know that we hope that you can share with us.
Yeah, we know you do travel
Certainly.
everywhere and do
Certainly.
explore, right?
Certainly. Back in the early 1990s, I was exposed to the technique of hemi-synchronization of the brain, where they use binaural beats, and go into a state of mind consciousness. Well, I practiced that for about 5 years, and in 1995, I stopped practicing. Not because it's not good, but because there was this change in the pace of my life, and also I didn't have a proper understanding, and that's why if you don't have a proper understanding of anything, it doesn't last you, a whole lifetime. But then in 1997, 2 years later, I developed hip bursitis, inflammation of the hip joints, where I couldn't sit with comfort, neither could I stand nor walk. Okay. And I had to stop my work as a management consultant at the time. And I seek medical treatment. So for 2.5 years, until year 2000, no doctors could heal me, unfortunately. But then, each doctor, I gave them more than a month to work on me. I have been through orthopedics, neurologists, and rheumatologists, you name it, I have. And I've also been to some alternative healing, like acupuncture, acupressure, bone settings, and even chiropractors. But I could not get healed. So 2.5 years. So finally, in the year 2000, I decided to use the Hemi-Sync to go into that state of consciousness and asked for help. So a few days later, I saw advertised in a paper, Reiki, a healing modality, where for 2 days, level 1 and 2. And I thought, okay, since I've asked for help, so I need to pay attention. And so I went and sat with pain to attend a 2-day class, Saturday and Sunday. And it was Master Kim who taught us. And after that, I was very hardworking. I healed myself, and I also healed friends who are overseas. And all of us got healed within a week. So I was able to drive, I was able to cook, I was able to stand and walk without discomfort. And that was really an eye-opener. And from then on, it opened up my path of spirituality. So months later, I went for my mastership in Reiki in the United States. I was attuned by Master Rich and Terry Rosing of Texas. And then when I came back as a master, I was able to hold classes. And with the money that I collected from my students, I went to learn more things. So I've been exploring. Spirituality is like going back to university, except it's a lot more interesting. And but my specialty is all from the angle of healing. And since then, miracles have happened to me as well as to the people who come to me with an open mind. With regards to myself, apart from my hip bursitis that was healed, even my, I don't know what you call long-sighted, where I don't need reading glasses anymore. So that has been a miracle.
Amazing, yeah. Okay, so what other healing modalities have you explored besides Reiki?
Plenty. Well, as I said, every time I hold a class, I go for new things. So initially there was like so many things to learn, So I am not in the order of what I've attended, and some of them includes shamanism, the traditional Red Indian ways of healing.
In America.
In America, yes. I go back to America very often. So money was not a problem because it's all given by the universe. Okay, so
Manifestations of it.
yeah, manifestation. Because in spirituality, you learn to be a creator, co-creator with the universe. It's non-religious, by the way. Shamanism was one of the first field that I went to. It was very interesting. And I also studied the Melchizedek method, where we use the power balls with the flower of life, and that is extremely powerful. Okay, and in fact, all the modalities that I've gone through, I'm still practicing them till today. When the patient comes to me, it just depends on what I'm being psychically guided, to do on them. And also sound healing. Use your own sound or use tools such as the crystal bowl and the tuning fork. And also use psychic abilities like psychic surgery.
Oh, okay.
Past life regression is actually one of the healing modalities, because sometimes we need to regress a person to their past life in order to address what's happening to them negatively in this lifetime.
So do you blend a few modalities?
Yeah, do you keep to one, or?
Or you just keep to one when you do one healing?
No.
session?
I just, whatever comes, I just do it. So it's like it's like a play, a beautiful drama. Thank you for asking that. And let's see what else. Crystal healing, right? Where I use Lemurian ones or Vogel crystals, and it's a very big field, that one. And of course, because of my contact with extraterrestrials, they're all benevolent, by the way, and so sometimes I do invite them to perform healing on my patients. And again, miracles always happen within minutes. Okay.
But I mean, throughout all the different healing
Yes.
techniques and stuff, what is actually your running belief in healing successfully? I would say, what's your belief and philosophy on that?
All right. Okay, I will start off to explain a little thing. Now, before year 2000, before I gone really spiritual into energetic healing, I was like most of the people, whereby I have flu, I have cough, I have infections, and I would take medication, Panadol for fever, and if doctor says I need a surgery, I would go for surgery. But ever since year 2000, and ever since I have been performing healing, and I've seen miracles happen, and I can right now confidently share with all of you some of my beliefs. I wouldn't call them beliefs, it's just a sharing of my experiences. One of them is that all illnesses can be healed.
Yeah.
Most important is that when a person comes to an alternative healer for healing, they must be open-minded with a certain level of faith and trust, not necessarily believe totally, just be totally open, and they must have a very deep desire to get healed, and to be able to listen to the guidance of the healer or the medium for healing. So, and if they do all this, then for sure, 100%.
So if you have a skeptic that comes in and he has a problem, he or she has a problem, it will not work?
So it depends on what type of skeptics. There are skeptics no matter what you tell them, okay? And there are skeptics who are sent by their relatives, forced to come, So in that way, we have a good talk. And I will tell them the theories, and if they are not open to it, there's no point we carry on, because they'll be wasting their time, wasting my time, and energy. Energy is precious. So, but if they come with just some doubts, and after listening to what I have to say, and they're open to it, they're right for healing.
But can anyone be a healer, basically, or is it some sort of innate? Natural sort of ability.
Okay, all of us are actually born healers, but we've forgotten how to do it. So those who remember how to do it and have the confidence to do it, yeah, they go ahead and do it without any guidance. But most of us require some guidance, and most of us require some initiation, some attunement, right, to get us ready to perform healing on ourselves and on others.
Maybe you can explain what attunements are.
Well, attunement is actually an energetic bridge between the person and the universe. So the universe is energetic. So when you are attuned, that means you have created a bridge, a connection. So that whenever you call for the energy will just come through you to heal yourself or to heal the others who are come to you for healing.
So does that mean without attunement, a person should not even,
Attempt.
attempt to?
I mean, like crystals and stuff. Do you need attunement? I mean, can you just use tools on its own, like crystals?
I understand that. Like I earlier said, that those who remember how to do it, they can do it without attunement because they're already attuned in that sense.
Okay.
So, but most of us would need guidance.
So picking a teacher, or it's
yes, it
important,
is.
right?
It is important that who you call as a master, who you go to as a master, because with due respect, after an attunement, you have to respect your master.
So how do you actually pick a master that's suited for you? I mean,
the time will come.
Okay.
Sort of like
it
a
will
calling
come.
or
Yes,
something.
it will call.
Like a calling, okay.
And on my side as a master, we know who is coming. We intuitively know who is coming, and whoever comes, we intuitively know if they are coming, if they are the right candidate for healing, or to pick up a healing technique, or to resolve some of their obstacles.
Okay. So, of course, the important thing is how to sense whether a person is blocked and all that. Isn't that a thing that you have to learn as a healer?
Yes. How I do it is because I'm connected to Source, the universe. Because it's non-religious, we don't call God, but if you like, you can call God, you can call angels, you can call ascended masters, because I'm plugged in, and so I'm intuitively guided. So I could sense a person, how their energetic body system is, or mental system, or emotional system, or spiritual system, or I could psychically go in to their bodies and check them out. Or I could use my hands and my eyes or my body to scan them. Or I could use dowsing rods and pendulums.
I mean, can anyone learn how to sense?
Definitely.
Okay.
They just need to reactivate their remembrance.
Can you explain to us how these the energy works in healing?
All right. Very well. Okay. Firstly, in our bodies, in every one of us, we have a few thousand energy centers. But there are 7 main centers along the central spine, from the head right down to the end of the spine. If you look after these 7 centers very carefully, very well, then you're very healthy. Because these energetic centers, if they are not healthy, they just stop spinning. And so the organs, the glands, the tissues, the cells are not being activated. See, so when you look after them properly, they spin very energetically, and so your glands are producing the right amount of hormones, and that keeps you very healthy. And also your meridians, which are the pathways of energy flow, they are not blocked. So when they are blocked, that is when you get ill, a person gets ill. And so you need high vibration from the universe, right, in different forms, to come through you so that they unblock all the blockages in the body. So in that way, your chakras, they call energy centers, become very vibrant, and you become very healthy. So people always ask, so what caused all this blockage? Blockage can be due to the food intake, right? No exercise at all, or not enough sleep, anxiety, stress. I would say stress play a big part in our modern society.
Yes.
And also worrying. I know some people are real worriers. 1 year ahead of time, they think that they're going to lose a job and they can't sleep, you know, from the current till then, and they actually ruin their own health. So these are the blockages, but they can be removed, definitely. So our job as healers will be to remove the embedded toxins caused by emotional, mental, spiritual and physical blockages. We can remove them. So with the help of the patient who comes to us, they're open-minded, they just surrender themselves, we just keep removing. So as soon as the body is free from toxins, the person is well.
I see. Okay. But how much healing does a person actually need? Say, just a regular person, or should they actually learn healing themselves in order for maintenance? Or
okay. If they are very open to healing, healing can happen instantly. But for certain illnesses like that involves embedded emotions and mental, it may need more than one healing. The person need to go within and check out their fears or what's blocking them.
Right.
So, but with the help of the healer, they can heal much faster. And because sometimes some of these healing cannot be done by traditional medicine. Because traditional medicine, they used to doctors are used to prescribing drugs to suppress the illness, but that doesn't mean that they don't work. I mean, you know, drugs sometimes work, but temporarily. But what we do is go into the cause and effect, to the root of the problem, right? So that the illness does not come back again so soon.
Okay. Yeah. So have you experienced a lot of miracles in your healing?
Oh, definitely. Everyone who comes to me with an open heart and open mind, they all get healed, 100%. Okay? So
100%.
100%, yes, 100%.
So what's the criteria? How can that happen? What do they need to have that success?
Yeah.
Okay, like I say, they come with an open mind, with a deep desire to get healed. Next thing is the ego. They got to remove the ego. You know, not come and think that they know best. Yeah, they know best in their field, but in alternative healing, they need to surrender. And they also need to control their stress, remove that stress. And also, see, some of the people come with very stubborn beliefs, but in fact, I would say that people with very stubborn beliefs, they don't come. Like more elderly people, they are used to looking for doctors, so I would encourage them to go to hospitals and seek doctors' help. But the miracles, So illnesses from head to toe, let's say, high blood pressure, right? People with high blood pressure, diabetes. We can also prevent heart attacks. And if people already had a heart attacks and a surgery done, we can help them recover very fast from the surgery. The wound will heal in 3 days, for example. And people with migraines, all right, people with blood clots.
So can they use the traditional methods as well as support it with your alternative?
Yes, certainly. Sometimes it's complement. We say that, you know, under emergency, all right, you have to give a person fish first before teaching them how to fish. So they may need to have a surgery immediately. If they don't have the faith yet, they can't go through a psychic surgery. They go for surgery, and then we can come in to help them to recover.
So it complements.
It does complement. It does complement. And also illnesses like people with thyroid problems, enlarged throats, or lump in the throat, or people with heart sickness. You know, they failed love affairs. They should come and see us. People joint pains and people with the spine that's been off aligned or the hips being off alignment. So we can do it in a couple of minutes if they're open. Okay. So everything from A to Z.
What about the long-term?
And cancer. Yes.
So like long-term illnesses, you know. So I mean, if they don't have a modality, they don't have a healing modality, how many times do they have to, you know?
A very good question.
Yeah.
Because, all right, like cancer, when a person have cancer, it just means the body is very toxic. So, when they come to see me, they will have to do a couple of things, right, that I will advise them. They may even have to quit their job, right, while healing is undertaken. And I would strongly advise them to learn from me or on how to heal themselves. Because they're going to see me only once a day. But I want them to be able to take off their toxins throughout the day by themselves, right? And then they see me the next day. So normally they just need to see me, you know, a couple of times, maybe 5 times, 6 times, but they do healing on their own.
I see.
Right? And cases where within 3 weeks they are free of cancer. But they work very hard and joyfully.
So they do have to change their lifestyle as well, or?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, so we pinpoint on where or what has gone wrong, and they change it. And when they are cancer free, they are supposed to not go back to their old bad habits. Because if they go back to their old bad habits and they don't do periodic healing, cancer can come back. So as I say, A to Z, right? Liver detox, and even people who cannot conceive because they have a blocked womb, or maybe mentally, emotionally, there's some blockage, we can help them open up that energetic center, you know, and advise them, and a new baby will be born.
Master Taniah, okay, we see there have lots of healing tools here that you've collected throughout your journey in spirituality. Can you explain a few things here? Should be interested,
Right.
the audience.
These are some of my tools. They're not all here. I need to clarify the fact that we any healing can be done without tools. Okay, these are what I call spiritual toys. But with due respect to them, they are very powerful toys. For example, crystals. This crystal has, for example, crystals, they can help to draw out toxins. They can also help to bring in good energies in our body, and they can expand the consciousness and speed up the healing. Right? So, to me, they are my friends. So when I want to do a healing, they keep me upbeat, and so I find a lot of joy in choosing whatever I love to do for my patient. So, and they're a joy to be with.
Right.
Yeah, so just be clear that healing can be effected without tools, but they are real joys, right? And I'm in love with them.
Okay, so which are your favorites now? So
You've got lots of crystals here.
They're all my favorites. I brought only some over here to show you. Okay, well, what shall we start with?
Shall we
Crystal?
go with that one first?
yeah, let's try for
Okay,
beautiful
these are
ones.
the crystals, quartz, and this is of course the rose quartz, but they're in the shape of the star tetrahedron. And the star tetrahedron is related to the flower of life. The flower of life is this design, okay? So they are, because the flower of life has got sacred geometries in it. And so when you put this on somebody's body, it can activate the geometries in them, and they become a light body. And so it's very easy for the healer to, for the energies to be absorbed, and also the person heals faster. Okay, and they're really powerful by themselves. And then these are the chakra stones, we call it. So
different colors.
Yeah, different colors for different parts of the body. Like this is blue. It has a symbol, and it's for the throat. And these are for the root chakras. And I also have this lapis, which is really excellent for the throat. Okay, so the chakras, when I put it on the chakras, it helps to align them, balance them up, and it also helps to draw out toxins and make the person feel a lot better. They're my friends. They're just my friends. And what else?
What about all these bigger ones?
Oh, all these.
Yeah.
This is my. This is a Lemurian one. It has got striations, and they grow upright, you know, and they contain wisdom that's embedded in there, wisdom left by the Lemurians of ancient days. So I do use this for psychic surgery or other types of healing. And this here is very special Vogel cut crystals. Now Vogel crystals, there are a lot of imitations, but this is a real Vogel cut, and it's double-ended. It's very, very powerful for emotional people with emotional problems. We can get into it and draw out the embedded emotions.
So what's the significance of the cut and the terminations?
Well, because of the cut, it makes it a lot more powerful. Okay, a lot more powerful. I've used it on some of my patients, and yeah, it's just wonderful. Miracles happen. And this is a very a special one. You can see it has
A couple.
Yes, a couple. So I do use it if a person comes to me with relationship problems. Okay. Okay, and well, these are all different tools, beautiful, because they have these Merkaba and crystals, nicely cut crystals.
Beautiful blue.
Yeah.
That
And
is
this,
beautiful. That
this
looks
is my angelic weaver, so I could use it to remove stuff. I could also use it to heal. Okay, so it's an angelic weaver. I got this from the Shambhala, Institute.
What's the blue stone?
It's a lab-grown blue crystal, they call it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. But because of the way it's been wired, and because of this geometry, and also because of where it came from, where it came from a place of love. So this is really highly energetic. Yeah. So at any time when I use these tools, sometimes I just use one. It's more than enough. But sometimes I feel like using a combination of them. Okay. And
What about this one? Can you explain a bit about
But before that, why not the big one?
all right.
It's amazing.
Well, okay, I have my moods too. So sometimes I, just feel like it. I put on a crown. Okay, and I become the priestess. And so I do psychic surgery, or I wave it around, and I become like Archangel Michael, removing all the poison and the stuff, unwanted stuff. And you can see it has copper base,
crystals,
and there's all the chakra
Yeah,
stones,
there's 7
right? And so when you hold it, and there's a beautiful picture here of an angel. And so when you hold it, when the energy comes through you, it goes through the rod. And you see these beautiful energetic stones.
So it's more of a
crystals.
focused sort of energy.
Yeah,
then.
focus. Yeah, very, very powerful. Would you like
Yeah, let's go it. Let's do it.
later, maybe later. Okay. And
Oh yeah, and your lovely.
what else? Oh, and these are for sound. Okay. These are called the autos, and where I could, may I demonstrate on you? I could
Okay,
do
sure.
this for the heart chakra.
How
How do you feel?
Buzzing
Buzzing. Okay. Do you feel vibration going through you?
through the whole body.
Yeah, through the whole body. Yeah. It's also used to heal fractures as well. And
Different sizes for different.
yeah, they're all tuna, but this one is a G and C, where it will calm a person down. So. And you also align the chakras.
Yeah, it feels very calming.
I am in
Nice
altered state.
Yeah, it's a very nice tone.
Can you feel it from there?
Nice tone.
And these are the Avesa, very energetic rods, Egyptian-based, because the crystals in there have been charged in the pyramid, and it's a male and female aspect of it. So I sometimes use it to create a healing chamber, in a very energetic state. So my patient is just floating in there. Sometimes they are brought back to their past lives in Egypt. Yeah, it's really powerful. And I have had people sob and cry, after they come out of it. Enjoy, cry, enjoy.
In a good way.
In a good way, yeah. And here is my dowsing rod, which I use a lot to find out or to show. The people come to me to show the state of their chakras. Okay, so. And this is really powerful.
The big one.
Oh yes.
Well, there are many big ones around. Well, this is a citrine crystal bowl. Okay, very powerful, and it has been tuned to a frequency that affects the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown, so the upper part. But it can be used also to get rid of any undesirable energies that attach to the body. And what it does. It depends how I do it and what intentions I put in. It can remove undesirable energies, and it can also help the person attract abundance, financial abundance, health abundance, love abundance to them. It's a beautiful tool. Okay, I'm going to start removing any unattached, undesirable energies. Start healing. You turn around, please. Now, in that silence, you can think about what you love to have in your life. See, the sound goes on for a long time. You can put a smile on your face. Oh, I know you already have a smile. I can zoom in anyway. It's still ongoing.
Oh, nice.
It's still ongoing.
It's very long.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, I got to hold on to it for a while. Yeah, is there any other questions you would like to ask me? Oh, of course, apart from these tools, I also have the John of God's crystal bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which, there's another room that I have. The patient just lie down, and of course, I will brief them what they can do, and they will have a crystal bar. And I also use the Metatron healing pad, and with the two sacred geometries. I wish I brought the sacred geometries over. Okay, and do you have any other questions? And of course, my extraterrestrial friends. So they are my organic tools. That when I invite them, they will come and help my patients. Only if they're open to it.
So they can sense them as well. The patients?
Some of them can sense them. Some of them can even tell me how many came. Yeah.
So you have. Yeah, I see. Okay. Maybe you can show us how the dowser actually works. Like, how does it move?
Oh, okay. The dowsing, you see, these are made of copper, which is a high conductivity. So what happens is we just go blank, and we just invite the energies to come through us, and we ask the question. We just focus on the question. Our mind must not waver. And then when it sings, it will just open up.
Okay.
Right? For me, I program it such that if it opens up, it's a yes. If it closed or stay still, it's a no.
Okay.
So
Alright.
do you want me to ask your age?
Lai Peng?
Women don't talk about
We
age,
don't
right?
Oh, that was a no.
Let's cut that out. Let's cut that out. Yeah. I don't think that's good enough.
That's alright.
All right, Mr. Taniah, why
Yes.
don't you talk about courses that you're giving? Is there?
What are good courses for perhaps beginners or people starting off?
Well, I think Reiki is a very good foundation to start with, because then the people understand about spirituality, the teachings of spirituality, to be compassionate and so on. And also it's a very gentle energy, and it's very easy to do. And some of the powerful courses will be like the Melchizedek method, that involves the flower of life, that involves power balls and secret geometry. That makes one, as they go through the levels, they become an earthly ascended master. That means they're able to traverse the universe and be able to understand unconditional love. And other courses will be sound, using your voice and using some of the tools here. I also conduct intuitive, divine intuitive, where that will help to increase the intuitiveness, or what you call psychic abilities, and in that way you are able to solve problems easily, right? And also for co-creation, for manifesting your desires. What else? Crystal healing, right? How to use this Google for removing emotional abatement. And I also intend to hold classes on exorcism, how to remove entities, embedded, unwanted, undesirable, negative entities in a person's body.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Do you need to be advanced to take that course, or
No, anyone can take it.
already? Okay.
Because I always
It's a
start
good
from the
thing.
base. Yeah, but of course, any level, where they come in, they get what they need. And also, I intend to hold extraterrestrial retreat sometime between now and the end of the year, where for people who want to learn how to contact the extraterrestrials, because they are really beautiful, enlightened beings, millions of years ahead of us, and they can also be invited to help in the healing. This is a book that I published last year. It's on my adventures with extraterrestrials, carrier 3 messages. It's got 32 color pages of photos. They're all taken by me. So that's for people who want to know about extraterrestrials, how benevolent they are, and how inside we have a chapter on how to invite them, But on book 2, I'll be stressing on healing the extraterrestrials.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll have a video on this as well, on this book.
Yes.
So have a look at our website.
That's right. Check it out.
Benevolent Contacts.
Master Taniah, I think maybe the audience might like to experience a blessing or a healing from
That'd
you.
be nice.
Would you like to,
If they're open to it, they will feel it, all right? Okay, so I ask that I request that some of you who like to experience some energetic feelings, to close your eyes and to breathe in through your nose and breathe out from your mouth. Now start doing that now. Do it breathing in slowly and breathing out from your mouth slowly. And breathing in. As you do that, you become more and more relaxed. And I'm going to channel some energies to you as like a distant healing. But actually what I intend to do is empower you. Okay? So if you are in that state now of calmness, now open up your heart area. Now what you do is focus your attention with your eyes closed to your heart area. And with your mind, open up the heart, energy center, and I would like you to beam, to just imagine a beam of light coming out from your heart towards me. Just connect with me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to beam energy to you. Be ready to receive lovingly. Now stay in that state of silence for a while. Feel some gratitude in your heart for receiving this energy. And if you like, just make a wish. Something that is good for you and for the world, for our planet Earth. Like peace, joy, harmony, abundance in all good forms. Breathe. Now breathe out. Relax. Namaste, everyone. You may open your eyes now.
Thank you. Wonderful.
How do you feel?
Yes.
That was nice. That was really
Like
nice.
that, yeah.
I hope you all felt it too.
It's
Okay.
amazing. So, any final thoughts, Mr. Taniah, for the viewers?
Hi viewers. I will. I encourage everyone to learn at least one art of self-healing. Learn it for yourself, because it's not only when a person gets sick that they learn healing. Because when you know how to heal yourself, you can keep yourself in a state of balance, even when you're under tremendous stress. And then the law of attraction comes in. Then you attract to you all that you desire and the goodness of life. So you have a balance between the dark and the light forces. Okay, and so basically it's that.
Brilliant. So thank you, Master Taniah, for
Yes, thank you so much for being with
having
us.
these wonderful healing tools and explaining to us and all that. So
And thank you to two lovely ladies, and thank you audience for listening in.
thank you. See you then. Bye.
Bye.